At Insight Global, we like to say we use culture as our causation for success. Now, what is the sort of rocket fuel on this? What takes you from good to great is alignment of interest. And this plan, our plan, this equity for all plan, this top to bottom equity for all, now we get people all rowing in the same direction. Now we get people totally and completely aligned. Now innovation starts to happen because everybody's an owner, right? Everybody can see when there's a problem, they step in and they fix it right away because they really care. They are now aligned. And so it is everything for us. And through this process and through this plan and how we developed our culture over the last several years, we have dropped our employee turnover from 50% in 2017 to 15% where it stands today.
For one, it builds long-term investment because it really rewards you for staying with the company. We already put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into the company. So this is actually encouraging everyone, the first person, the intern who steps through the door, to the person who's been here for 10 years. It basically just encourages them to continue to make the company grow and improving our value.
We believe that as we get more into this plan, as we get more into this idea of ownership for everybody into our company, this is going to take us to our next level of growth. Now, in order for this plan to work, it's all about education. Your people have to know, how does this thing work? What's in it for them? How does this go from becoming equity or something on paper to real cash? And so how we handle it here is I do 4 calls a year, quarterly calls, to talk about where the company is. I talk about where we are in revenue growth, where we are in EBITDA growth, where we at on a potential valuation of the company. If the company were to sell today, what does this mean? We really deconstruct all these sort of heady finance terms, and we compare a lot of it to just that of selling a house. We find that that is something that our people can really take in and they can really digest.
I've been with the company since 2005. And in 2007, I was fortunate enough to be awarded incentive units with the company based off of performance. And it is something that when I look back on it, it really has changed my life. At the time, it was just a piece of paper and a promise that it would realize into something great. And over the course of the last 17 years, that promise that the company made into me has been realized. That has afforded me the opportunity to provide for my family. It is putting me in a position to be able to take care of my kids' college funds. But most importantly is it's always created a connection to me with Insight Global. So much to the point that I even have the first stock certificate framed to remind me of how fortunate I am to have a program like this and to work for a company like this.
As a CEO, I'm always a bit paranoid that our values will be hollow, that they'll just become words on a wall. And so when we have values like everyone matters, and we have values like we take care of each other, we like to think that we answer that pretty well by the culture that we built, by the environment that we have here. But this equity plan, really giving everybody a seat at the table by aligning total interests across the board, from our shareholders of the private equity world down to our interns. This gives everybody a sense and a real belief. It lets us put our money where our mouth is that you do matter here.